Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya for Seekers of God. Spiritual Talks of Mahapurush Swami Shivananda. Continuation of Chapter 76, page 208, episode 176. Saying this, Mahapurush Maharaj became absolutely speechless and sat still for some time. Then he resumed slowly. Yes, my daughter, I was talking to you about Jairam Bhati. We stayed with the Holy Mother for 3 days, that time in great joy. Mother's affection was boundless. Holy Mother was extremely busy from morning till night, so that we might not have the slightest discomfort. As for myself, I had lost my own mother in childhood, and I had almost forgotten what motherly love is. But at Jairam Bhati, I got a taste of that affection. After a few days, one night, I had fever accompanied with shivering, and it increased as the night advanced. I had been feeling feverish since evening. Added to that, I had my supper too, for I could not help taking food in the presence of the mother. All night I passed in an almost unconscious state. In the early hours of the morning, I told Shashi Maharaj, Swami Ramakrishna, brother, no more of this here. If I live here with my fever, I shall be only burdening the Holy Mother with greater worries. We shall bid farewell to the mother in the morning and leave this place. After that, I do not care what happens. Swami Ramakrishna, Shashi Maharaj too agreed to the proposal. As soon as the day dawned, we three saluted the mother and left Jairam Bhati. At first, the Holy Mother would not agree to our departure so soon. But when she found that we were insistent, she kept silent. I walked with difficulty a little distance from the mother's house, when we came across an empty bullock cart. We hired it up to Arambagh, and all the three of us got into it. In the cart, I was almost unconscious, Mahapurush Maharaj says. At noon, the cart was stopped at a village, from where some hot water was procured. Finding me in that condition, a villager suggested that my fever would come down if I was given some juice of bay leaves. As we had no medicine with us, we had to act according to his advice. He brought some juice of bay leaves and gave it to me to drink with hot water. The other Swamis finished their lunch with some parched rice purchased from the village. After this, we resumed our journey with my fever showing no sign of abating. When we reached Arambagh, a doctor was called, and he said, after examining, that it was malaria. I was struck with wonder at his diagnosis. From where could malaria have come? I had had no such fever for the last 10 or 15 years, though I had had it in my childhood, in my boyhood. As a matter of fact, I had been living after that illness outside Barasat, my birthplace, for many years before I met the Master Sri Ramakrishna. At Barasat, I had once a severe attack of malaria. When I recovered a little, I went out for a change to the northwestern parts of India. I was then 14 or 15 years old. Later on, I seldom visited Barasat, particularly avoiding the malaria season. So when the doctor said that it was malaria, we concluded that the long bath in the Talpuku tank at Jairam Bhati might have activated the old malaria parasites in my body. Whatever may have been the case, we had to stay at Arambagh for some days for my recovery, and then we returned to Calcutta. That is the end of chapter 76. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.